Good morning. On today's video we are going to work on AimCursor for our player. So to not make it any longer, let's get started. There is easy way to change our mouse cursor. If we go to the Edit Project Settings, and here under the Player Settings we have Texture 2D. I have already moved graphic to the Unity. So I will put a link in the description for those graphics. So first I will show you the easiest way. So if we just choose the cross we want to use for our aim or mouse cursor, we will need to change it texture type to cursor. Now press apply and let's move it here. So now if we switch to the game view, you can see here that Unity is automatically changing our cursor. So if you will just press play, we'll use this type of the cursor for our game. But this is I don't like that way of changing cursor. So I will show you the better way for Unity. So let's choose some nicer graphic we want to use. What will be nice? Okay, let's choose this one. This looks nice. Okay, so let's keep this time let's keep texture type sprite 2D at UI, and let's create new empty game object. Let's name it AimCursor, and let's import our graphic under our container. So let's reset everything here and here. On our sprite renderer, let's change default sorting layer for gameplay, and let's put here number 100. So we'll be sure that it will be over everything, so it will not be hidden below anything. This is our cursor here. Here I will okay, I will switch to the scene. Yeah, now you can see it better. This is our cursor. So what we want to do is to be able to move it. So we will do it the same way as we are looking on our cursor. So we will use reference to our camera main and screen to word point. Let's create new C# script. Let's name it AimCursor. Let's move it under our container for our cursor. Yeah, it's still compiling. I moved it too fast. Okay, now it's okay. Let's double click to open Visual Studio. And soon I will show you what we need to do. First, when you press play, as I said, we'll have our ordinary cursor or the cursor we just applied. So we don't want to have that cursor, we want it to be disabled. So we don't want our mouse or that cursor we just applied. So what we need to do is call cursor is the static value. So it's not our it's cursor is default cursor from Unity. So we just want to disable it. Let's make visible equal to false. On later episode, when we create shop for our weapons, I want to be able to change it to true. So for now, when we are starting our game, so when this object is on our tree here, so on the start of our scene, the cursor visible will be changed to false, so our cursor will be hidden. So I show you. I didn't press Ctrl S, so it will be visible still. Let's make Ctrl S to save, and let's press play. So our cursor is not visible. Below you can see the one we want to use, but this one, we need to change this one to follow behind our mouse. So to do that, let's just make vector2 variable and pose is equal to, as I said, camera camera.main screen to word point mouse position. For those of you who don't remember what is it, this is the position of our cursor on our game. So we were using it before when we are rotating our player to be looking at our mouse cursor. So, and what we want to do more is just transform that position to cursor pose, to AimCursor pose. Sorry, AimCursor pose. So that way, this is the object to which we attach our script. So since we are attaching our script to our container for our cursor, so this one will be moving after our mouse cursor. So yeah, we just turn off our cursor. Oh, sorry, something is not working correctly. Probably. Okay, screen to word pose. I always mistake those two. Screen to word point. Yeah, screen to word point. That's the correct one. So if we press play, now you can see how nicely this cursor is following. And why we want to do it that way? Because now we can easily animate our cursor. So here, for our graphic, not for our container, let's choose our graphic. Let's add the component animator, and let's create animation. So let's go. Yeah, we have animator. Let's create animation. Let's go assets, animation, and let's call it AimCursor animation. Okay, let's save it, and it will be very simple animation. We just want to make it big when we shoot, and then change it back to original scale. So to do that, let's press record. Let's move somewhere here, and let's change the scale to 1.5 on X and 1.5 on the Y direction. And then let's get back to scale equal to 1. Okay, let's turn off. Let's press play to test. Yeah, it looks nice. That's what we want to achieve. Okay, and to start animation, we want this animation to be played when our player shoots. So let's go to our player controller script. Let's write public animator AimCursor anim. Okay, this will be reference for our animation, and we want it to be played when we create the shoot in the same moment when we shake our screen. So let's write here variable is AimCursor anim dot set. We didn't set trigger. Okay, so let's write for now set trigger. Yeah, because we created animation, but we didn't make any conditions there and any transitions. So let's save this for now. So this will just set our trigger, and for animation to work correctly, we need to go to our Cursorr graphic for our AimCursor, to the animator, and now let's create state empty. Let's call it idle. Let's make it default state, and let's make transition to our AimCursor anim, and let's make transition back to our idle animation. Let's remove exit time on this transition, and on this transition let's keep exit time. Transition duration will be 0, and here the transition duration will also be 0. And we need trigger to change the state, so our trigger will be shoot, the one we are just changing from our script. So this will be called, we will switch to our animation cursor, we'll play our animation cursor when we switch our trigger here under our shoot, weapon shoot. Okay, so let's save it and let's test it. We didn't, okay, 1 second. On the player, when we have the weapon attached, we have our script on our player, sorry. Here is our player script, but we didn't reference the animation. So here is our animation. And now let's press play. And now you can see when we shoot, our animation cursor is playing, so it's getting bigger on shoot and smaller when it gets back, when our weapon is on cooldown. But I want to do one more test. Let's change so shots per second to 5 and let's check. Nice. Okay, so our default cursor is showing, but it's just a Unity bug. When we will debug game, it will not be shown, this one. Okay, so let's change shots per second to here, from this level to 5, and let's press play. And you can see we have like a machine gun now. So that looks nice for me. Okay, so that was all on that video. Thank you for watching, and if you like the video, just press the like button. It shows me that you like the videos and it's useful for you. And please don't forget to subscribe.